Beating off on vacation while you have your girl on vacation with you is nasty work. Hey folks, another episode of Ryan Reviews Everything. That's right. Now that we got the YouTube handles here, decided to change it up. Go with Ryan Reviews Everything. I feel like it kind of flows a little bit better. And you see the pop up, that would do me a huge favor if you could hit that subscribe button for your boy. And let's get into it. I want to talk about the show White Lotus. This is season 2. Yes, I'm 2 episodes behind, so I'm not going to be doing a combined, one and, recap of 1 and 2. Mainly going to recap 2 with a sprinkling a little bit of bits and pieces from episode 1. I'm glad this show is back. I really was very entertained with season 1. And I'm not gonna, how can I put it, man? Definitely gonna go with storylines that I find the most interesting to the least, instead of going scene by scene breakdowns. And with that being said, especially in episode 2, beating off on vacation while you have your girl on vacation with you is nasty work. I mean, that's insane, bro. That's right. The first couple I want to talk about is this double date couple thing we got going on. You have the Spillers and then you have the Sullivans. We have Ethan Spiller is the guilty culprit who decides to beat off while on vacation. And once again, just having an adult conversation. I feel like getting it in with your partner is like half the fun on vacation. So to do that is just wild, nasty work, man. And as the episode progresses, I guess I was kind of like, you know what? Maybe this is trying to just prove a point. Try to be like my girl is so miserable. I'd rather just be on my solo mission. And if you've seen the first 2 episodes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. His wife, Harper Stiller, is, clearly doesn't like the other couple that they're on this double date vacation thing with. The other couple goes by the name of Cameron Sullivan, and you got Daphne Sullivan. They come off like this, perfect lovey-dovey couple, this and the third. But as far as individuals, Daphne is kind of like this clueless, happy-go-lucky, everything is, roses and sunshine attitude. Cameron kind of has that attitude a little bit, but he definitely comes off like a dirtbag as well on the low. A great example has to be episode 1. Like, his bags are lost, and he has to borrow some swim shorts from his homeboy Ethan. He goes into Ethan's hotel room, or Harper lets him in, and this guy decides to get undressed in front of this other man's wife, Harper, and change into his swim trunks. And you know what? Now that I think about it, man, that is 2 strikes against Mr. Spiller. That's 2 strikes against Ethan, bro. Going from most recent to the latest, or to the earliest rather. You already wilding, like I said, for going on a solo mission on vacation. That's just nasty work. But you gotta check your homeboy for getting undressed in front of your girl, man. Like, I just don't understand that. Like, Harper, who came to her husband as she should, and was like, hey, your man Cameron, he decided to get undressed in front of me instead of just taking a swim trunk to another room, and he just blew it off. Like, I'm not saying it gotta be some, a fight or anything else. You maybe didn't have to go at him too aggressive, but a casual, what's up with you needs to happen, bro. Like, just a casual one. So that's 2 strikes with that. But I think the thing that's kind of annoying in this storyline, and I think there's a recurring theme, and I'll get to it in a minute. But what's annoying is Harper. I feel like she is just overall miserable on this trip. You're in beautiful Italy, on this very, very romantic setting, all this type of jazz, and you already barely can tolerate this other couple when y'all go out together. But on top of that, she just decides like, you know what, I'm gonna talk shit about the couple when I'm not around them. So it's like, it seems like every scene, every episode, if she's not annoyed, if she's not visibly annoyed by chilling with the couple, she's talking shit about the couple when it's just her and her husband. So it's like, come on, man. But as I mentioned, yeah, Cameron definitely seems like a jerk. He needs to get checked on undressing in front of another man's wife. Even if they weren't married, you undressing in front of another man's girl. That needs to be checked. So I'm interested to see where that goes. I'll put it that way. I also think like the reoccurring theme with this season, of course, other than a dead body always popping up per season, I think the reoccurring theme has to be just people just being miserable despite the fact that they're on this great vacation. Harper is miserable. This next person I'm about to talk about, we have, what is his name on the show? Dominic. We have Dominic, who is played by the great Michael Imperioli. For those who aren't familiar with the name, you definitely recognize him by the face. He is best known for Christopher from The Sopranos. And he is miserable because he is on the verge of getting a divorce because apparently he's a serial cheater. Dominic's father, which is also his son's grandfather, the three of them go on a vacation together so they could take a trip to Sicily and just get in touch with their family roots or whatnot, which I think is great. But despite all of that, this guy is miserable. He, I guess, is teetering on realizing that he has a sex addiction problem, which is why he's blaming all the serial cheating scandals he's had on his wife. And unfortunately, this trip is making it no different. There are two Italian escorts who are hovering around the hotel to the dismay of the hotel manager. And hey, he gets with the main, I guess, escort number one. She does have a name, but her name has escaped me at the moment. And that's what it is. He is, I guess, trying to, hide his miserableness and be like, hey, I'm already on vacation. I might as well get it in one more time with these escorts. So he's still having like this type of battle. Dominic's father, by the name of Bert, who is a happy-go-lucky elderly father to his son, elderly grandfather to his grandson, obviously. He just seems like a harmless old man with, of course, full of knowledge, this and a third, and who was trying to give his son advice on how to try to win his wife back, but we'll see how that goes. And probably the most annoying, I know there's a lot of miserableness in this episode, but Jennifer Coolidge, who plays Tanya Hunt, she's like this rich businesswoman. I forget what it is. No, she's not a businesswoman, but she comes from money. She's like, I think like worth like a half a billion dollars or something like that. But and although despite that, she's just as miserable. She's there with her husband, who was also in the first season. And she wants her assistant to come along to Italy. And I think what's most annoying about that situation is the moment the husband found out that her assistant Portia is there, he wants Portia to leave Italy. And of course, being that she's an assistant, Tanya wants her to stay just without the husband knowing. So there's this annoying thing going on throughout the first two episodes to where it's like, you could be here, just don't be where I'm at in the hotel. Just stay in your room the whole time. And it's like, how you gonna tell this woman to stay in her room the whole time and she's in this beautiful place to, just this beautiful destination, So it's like, I would not stay in my hotel, pardon me, if I'm in such a beautiful country. Nah, I can't do that, fam. So that's just annoying in itself. And then of course we got, that assistant, Portia. There's definitely some type of small sense of chemistry, I guess, between Portia and Dominic's son. I think his name is Albie. So I think that's cute, but I don't see the heavy storyline as the other ones. So just wanted to do like a very quick, run through or overview for what I think of it so far. I am interested to see where this goes, especially with, once again, this double date couple thing. It definitely seems like the Sullivans, who come off like this perfect loving couple, I do feel like there's going to be some cracks in this perfect marriage armor that's going to show throughout the episode or throughout the season. And as far as the spillers are concerned, I don't know, man. It just feels like Harper, may have the tendency to just get more and more miserable as the season goes along. I think in one of the previews for one of the upcoming episodes, it seems like Harper and Destiny spend a day on vacation together. And, their personalities are the complete opposites. And, yeah, Harper already can't stand the couple. So to actually kick it with the wife on some one-on-one shit, that definitely seems like it's going to be awkward. But I'm here for it. Looking forward to the show. I can't wait to see what happens. And just like last season, I am kind of on the edge of my seat just to see, whose body it is that ended up in the ocean. My guess is Cameron, the annoying husband. I believe it's Cameron Sullivan. But I've been wrong plenty of times before. Let's see where this goes. Love it or hate it, folks. That's just my review. Peace.